Hello everybody, this is just a preface to the story that you're about to see. I hope you'll like it. It's kind of interesting. It's about the Linotype at the Vermilion News.
State of the art. Most persons who hear or read my stories probably don't care how they get written, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I do all my writing with an Apple Macintosh iMac Pro computer. This baby can do virtually everything except cook breakfast. And that's actually not much of an exaggeration. It quite literally sings. It is state of the art. In 1915, my grandparents, Bessie and Pearl Roscoe, purchased a machine that would make their fast-growing printing business sing. It was called a Linotype. At the time, it too was a state-of-the-art device. The manufacturer's name for the appliance was the Model 15 Quick Change 2-letter Mergenthaler Linotype. This wonderful apparatus was the brainchild of a German-American clockmaker named Ottmar Mergenthaler. This instrument, when married to the new Stonemet's 2-revolution printing press that had been installed in the news print shop 2 years earlier, and with the help of the local telegraph, allowed the Roscoes to place, with their newspaper, the very latest news of the world on Vermilion doorsteps almost before the ink had dried. Originally, all the type was set by hand. Then in 1906, they employed a machine known as a simplex or unitype to set type for the publication. This process required the services of 2 operators and also used regular type. In 1910, they replaced it with an American typograph machine. This set matrices or molds of letters by pressing on keys, and then by turning a crank or throwing a clutch, fashioned a line of type made of melted metal. The problem with this mechanism was that it could only produce letters of one size, and lines only the width of a column in the newspaper. The Mergenthaler invention produced lines of type, not only for the body of the paper, but could also produce large-sized headings for headlines and advertising matter. The quick change mentioned in the name refers to the operator's ability to change from one line size and/or type size to another in a short space of time. The implement also produced bold letter type in the same line and could make rules and borders. These seeming mundane capabilities made the printing of news, advertising, and job printing much more effective and efficient. With the Linotype, the lines were formed by the assembly of small brass matrices as an operator pressed keys similar to those on a typewriter. The lines were then sent forward to a casting mechanism by pressing a lever at the side of the keyboard. The lines were automatically spaced and cast into a line of type made of melted lead. The matrices were then returned to their proper channels and were ready to be used again. These mechanical marvels stand over 6 feet high and probably occupy an area of some 36 square feet. When the Roscoes purchased their first Linotype, there were about 33,000 of them in existence worldwide. They proved to be so valuable throughout the industry that they were actively used, right up until the 1980s, when offset printing, closely followed by digital printing, made them obsolete. Now only a few of them exist, and are mostly found in museum environments. My Macintosh iPro computer occupies an area of less than 3 square feet. It can do what the Mergenthaler Linotype once did, plus a number of other things, with lightning-fast speed, except cook breakfast, of course. And it's also much more accurate. But the sad truth be told, it is only a few years old and already obsolete.